Hi lovelies, welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff my husband's paycheck. If you're new here, please take a second, hit subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. My channel is all about my personal budget journey. It's about my debt, spending plans, savings challenges, cash envelopes, all of that good stuff. And today is time to fill our cash envelopes. When my honey gets paid, we fill up these envelopes. Some of them are for a 2-week time period. Some of them are for just a recurring as we roll over. I know that I have money for that type of thing. So he always takes care of our sinking funds and our cash envelopes, and I always take care of the bills and savings challenges along the way. Oh, and some sinking funds along the way. Now his check does go into some of that, and that's what these are, our sinking funds and our savings challenges. So it kind of is a hodgepodge mix of all of the above, but the majority of his check will come into here. The first one we're going to start with is fast food. So okay, let's talk fast food for a brief moment. A couple of weeks ago, I went out of town, and I used some of the fast food money for us for our out of town, and I have been playing catch up ever since. That was probably a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I have been playing catch up ever since. And we either are empty by the time I go to fill up fast food, or honestly, I have to pull from it because we've overspent the week before. Just trying to rein everything back in from us going out of town. So 120 goes in again this week, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 120. And just trying to get our fast food budget back on track. Not doing such a good job at it. Up next is gas. Gas is for a 2-week or is not for a 2-week period. It's kind of like a rollover period. Now I had watched The Frugal Chick, and she said that she had heard someone take their extra gas money and they used it towards their car maintenance. Well, part of me is a little apprehensive about doing that, but part of me loves the idea of doing that. And the part that loves doing that is that, well, we need to buffer up our car maintenance envelope as well. So just not sure. But see, last week, guys, we barely spent any money on gas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 80, 85, 86, $87. And yes, I am going to put another 100 in. And really, I don't need 180 in here, but I know that I am pet sitting for my mother, which means I have to drive over to her house a couple of days over the next week, and that's going to take some serious gas, guys. So I think we'll put 40 into car maintenance, and that'll leave me with 100, 5, 10, 12, 14, 145, 46. That'll leave me with 147 in gas, and I think that'll make me feel comfortable. But like, I know I need to fill up my car, and that right there is 30, roughly 35, depending on what gas prices are. And then my husband needs gas. Oh, he keeps pulling from his cash and he keeps going, I need gas. And we just don't go to the gas station. We try to use Upside. If you don't know what Upside is, it is a great app where you can earn cash back when you get gas. I have a link down below and a code if you would use it. That way we both earn some money. But when we use Upside, we both go to the gas station together and take care of it. And it just, but I know that he needs gas, and we have not done Upside all week for the last 2 weeks with his truck, and we are in need of all of it. So, all right, let me go find my car maintenance envelope. There it is. And I think we are going to go ahead and put that 40 in, even though I know we need to pay down or pay on some gas. So let's see, plus 40, which will bring me up to 198. And one of the reasons car maintenance is really important right now is because we are getting ready to go out of town, and couple of months for my daughter's wedding, and we need to make some repairs to the car. So this is kind of imperative. We really need it. Like, we just got tires for his truck. We dropped almost $700, and I didn't have a panic attack but wanted to. Thankfully we had the money for it. But so just trying to find other ways to help buffer some of my envelope. So 198, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 190, 95, 96, 97, 198. All right, so let's put that back in there. So that took care of food, gas, groceries. Oh, I hate the grocery store. We're gonna put 300 in here. Everything just keeps going up. This 300 I've raised from 200. There is $70 in here. There really isn't 70. I went to the grocery and spent 30 2 days ago. So I know that there is some that has to come out of here, but sometimes I feel like this isn't even enough to take care of groceries. I'm gonna have to up the grocery budget line, which aggravates me. Our youngest gets a very small allowance. He does a very little bit around the house, so he's gonna get $10 more. Paper goods is one of those things that I build up and I grow. It is separate from my grocery bill. Years ago, it was all one big bill, and I would go grocery shopping and I would come home and my husband would go, "Hey Rosa, how much you spend in groceries?" And let's say I spent $120 with everything, but that included paper towels, toilet paper, laundry detergent. He goes, "No, Rosa, how much did you spend in groceries?" And that's when I started to think really about, I need to separate these. So I have since separated them. I tried really hard to even grocery shop separately, where paper products and toiletries are different shop days than my groceries. If they are the same, I'm gonna be real, guys, I go through my receipt and I tally it out to figure out what comes out of paper products so that a grocery bill is a true grocery bill. So right now we have $20, $40, $60, $80, $85 inside of my paper products. All right. Pet, we need to pull out 10. Pet, though we do have a dog, most of this goes towards feeding the birds in the yard, because my husband has an addiction to feeding the birds, and our dog is just like everybody else in the house, and she is rotten spoiled to the core and chooses not to eat dog food, and my husband chooses to encourage that behavior, so we don't buy dog food. Sometimes this is flea medicine, we have strays, so this envelope has been very important to help with all of that. Sometimes it's also deer feed. My husband loves to put corn out when it is deer season for the mamas and the babies. All right, pet has $20, $40, $60, $70, $80 in here. Our cash, I get a 20. This is specifically for my Dunkin' run. I know that sounds awful, but I've done pretty good. I actually had 15 left in there. Go me! But we're gonna add another 20 and then pay the credit card, because, well, Dunkin', I know for certain, called me last week. Toiletries is going to get an extra 15. I try to bargain shop toiletries. I am a coupon nut and try to only get things when they are on sale. Right now we are good, so it is about building up our toiletries envelope so that the next time I need to go, I have the money. So $20, $40, $50, $60, $65, $66, $67, $68, $69 in toiletries. Yay! Oh. And those are all of our cash funds. And like I said, this is the majority of his check, which we are stuffing, and I don't think I said this earlier, $950 into everything, and the majority of it does go into my cash envelopes. Let's get those out of the way. And then his check does fill up, doesn't fill. It adds some extra to our sinking funds and savings challenges. Now I have way too many sinking funds, way too many savings challenges, so not everything gets funded or any money at all every time. One that I do try to stuff every month is back to school. Sometimes his check puts some extra in depending on how much he got paid, and sometimes it doesn't. And this time, this check, we are going to put in an extra $10 plus 10, 69, and this is a year-round for him, not just a back to school, although it says back to school. This is a Budget Mom envelope that I was able to print for free. I signed up for her email list and got access to a whole bunch of free downloadables. But this is an envelope that we use all year long. So 69, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. All right. Oh, how funny, car maintenance is going to get a little bit of money this time. Out of his check, it's going to get another 5, which is really nice. It means it's going to go up even faster, plus 5. So we said 198, sweet, 203. All right. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 190, 95, 200, 201, 202, 203. we're gonna have to tape that back together. These are cardstock. I made some envelopes and just, it's cardstock that I took, I cut up, I taped on the sides. It was cheap of me. It was a way to have envelopes without paying for all of those cutesy little fancy things and just trying to be frugal in what I had right now. I might upgrade one day, but right now these are working for me, so we're just going to keep with that, but we need tape. That's their clothing. So sometimes envelopes get larger chunks of money because I've made choices to get things that I didn't have money for. One of those is clothing. I recently got my husband some extra pair of pants, and in doing so I spent money I didn't have, so now it's time to fill up clothing so that I can pay the credit card. So we've got $20, $30, $35, $40. Debt pay down. My husband's check takes care of all of our cash envelopes, and my check takes care of the large chunk of our debt pay down. Because of this, though, when he gets paid, I do try to add a little bit from his check every time, just to help bring it down just a little bit. Now, it is by no means large amounts. Like this time we're only adding 15. Last time we only added 5. So right now there is $20 in here. 10, 15, 20. And then after I get my daughter's money, I will then put this into paying down the debt. All right, so that's done. Emergency. We have 2 emergencies that, oh crap, we need it right now, and the savings challenge. So I'm doing the nickel challenge. $5 of the 10 will go in there. And then my, oh no, we need it now, emergency fund is also going to get $5, which will bring me up to 28. Ooh, looks like lots of 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, my daughter's wedding. Again, the majority of that does come out of my check. However, I do take a little bit from his to add as a buffer. We are working on the 100 envelope challenge for her wedding. It is an out-of-town wedding, so we are in need of spending money to get there. I did the 100 envelope challenge for her a while back. I will put a card up in the corner for you. And that savings challenge, we were able to give her a $5,000, here's a wedding gift for you. Let me go mark some of these things off. Our youngest he is 15. Silly boy has not taken the initiative to do any of the driver's ed stuff, so currently he does not have a driver's permit. He should, but he will need a car sooner than later. So I am trying to intentionally put anywhere from $5 to $10 in here every time. That'll give me, ooh, sweet, $600 in here. Now, a couple months ago, he and I looked and realized, oh my goodness, I can put his $500 that was in here in a CD and have it start to grow some interest other than just sitting in the envelope and not growing at all. So $500 of his car money is in a CD. So 500, 520, 40, 50. Did I not pull it all out? Do I not know how to read? I don't know how to read. That's 445. That says 440. Oh. 440 or 450 plus 10 is, oh my goodness, I can't even speak today. So there was 545. I added another 5, which brought me up to 450. And now I've added another 10, which brings me up to 560. And therein lies my problem. All right, 50, 20, 40, 50, 55, $60. 560. Sometimes I just can't pull it together. All right, land. My husband desperately wants land in East Tennessee. I am pushing him off as long as I possibly can. However, it is coming. So land is going to get a $10 bill. Which gives me, there was $390. Let's see if I can add and read my own writing this time. Should be 400. All right, 10, 20, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39, 400. Sweet, that worked. All right, car, land. I seem to have lost a $5 bill somewhere, so we'll come back to that. Miscellaneous is supposed to get a $5 bill, but there's not a 5 over here, which worries me. Do I have 5s in here to spread and share the joy? No. Oh, wait, I had 5s earlier. Who had 5s earlier? Somebody that I've been into. Clothing, debt, emergency. Was it emergency? B, C, D, E, emergency. Oh, yes, I bet you have $5 bills in here. 5, 10. It kind of worries me, though. I'm afraid that I have made a mistake somewhere along the way, and we're going to get to the end, and I'm not going to have the money that I'm supposed to, but oh well, I'll figure it out later. All right, miscellaneous is supposed to get $5, which will bring me up to 7. Although I have a bazillion sinking funds, sometimes I forget things, and this is where it comes out of. All right, new vehicle, kind of like land, pushing my husband off. I'm trying to push him off for a newer vehicle. He needs one, but I am trying really hard for us to get out of debt, and in doing so, that means he can't have a new car right now. If I've done everything right, there should be 435 in here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 420, 430, 435. All right, there's that one. Let me come mark some things off real quick. Savings. So we have multiple savings. We have an in the house savings, and then we have most of ours in and most of our money in a money market. So we're going to add 20. Oh, this needs a new envelope. Hold on. Let me figure out where my envelopes are. Tracking sheets. There they are. Let's grab one. So this is savings. We were at 75. All right. We're going to add, what, another 20? So that will bring me up to 95. I try to keep this under 100, 150 tops. When it gets that high, I then transfer it into our money market. 95, 2, 4, 6, 8, 95. Right, very nice. Oh, the last 2 are actually savings challenges, so I don't need any more envelopes. Let's reset this. The next savings challenge that we're going to put money into is my holiday savings challenge. My holiday savings challenge, we are currently in the process of saving for Thanksgiving and Halloween. I think I'm pretty close to being done with Halloween, and now it's really working on savings for my Thanksgiving savings challenge. All right, and then last but not least, the one I am probably the happiest to put money into, and that is my 1 month ahead. If you've been around, you know that my 1 month ahead typically gets $1 bills. I have 15 different things that I am trying to save for 1 month ahead, and they all get a $1 payment. Well, I am down to 2 envelopes. Yeah! And in that, I know that I don't need to have all of those ones anymore. So I figured I'd start stuffing larger bills in. Because he got a very nice check this time, we get to put $10 in. I often only put 5 from his check, but that means that right now we should have 25, I think. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, $25, which is fantastic. It means that I think that this will put me down to 1 envelope left to stuff, which would be exciting. I absolutely love my 1 month ahead savings challenge. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a card up in the corner for you to go look at. And I guess I forgot to just change out the 5s. I don't know what happened, but something happened because I didn't have enough 5s. Oh well. Anyways, if you have any questions, please drop them in chat below. I'd love to hear, just to say hello. Some of you love to drop me a line and say, hi, Rosa, and I love when you do that. I love to say hi back. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.